Hey, how are we doing? So it's Sunday evening, it's 6:30 in the UK and we are live and we've got a good show coming up for you tonight. Lots of exciting things to talk about and I hope you are all doing really, really well. Am I in focus there? Yeah, looks sort of in focus, doesn't it? Okay, let me let you know what we've got coming up tonight. We've got some more viewers' guitars, which is really cool, and actually it includes some pedals tonight as well. So that should be good fun. I've got a really, really exciting story about Gary Moore and a new release. Yeah, a new release from Gary Moore, which I am, you can probably tell, I'm really, really excited about. We're also going to cover last week's polls that I put up on YouTube. And also because we kind of run into a little bit of tech difficulty at the end of last week, I wasn't able to finish up the whole health passports thing. So we're going to have a look at the poll for that as well. And we're going to talk about that as well as the Chibson poll and the next Friday video poll. So that's all coming up. Plus, and we've tested it tonight. We think it's going to be third time a charm. Fingers crossed it will be third time a charm. But we are going to have I think 4 live guests joining us on or around the hour, at the turn of the hour, i.e. in about half an hour's time, or actually now in about 28 minutes time. So we've got all that coming up. At the moment, we've got 37 of you watching and 16 likes. 39 of you watching and 17 likes. That's brilliant. Let's do 40 of you watching. It's going up all the time. Fantastic. Let's do a quick roll call and say hello to a few folks out there. So I'll pop over to chat cam. Wow, got that right for the first time ever. And I can look at the participants. We've got Aaron from the Orbis Band. We've got the Ben Coombs, moderator to the stars. We've got Budget Guitar Show. Hey Johnny, how's it going? And we've got CGS. We've got CJ. Good to see you as well, brother. And thanks so much for rejoining patrons this week. I'm sorry that I haven't had much chance to get on. I had a lot going on this week, but I really do appreciate it. Dennis Pointer, Flying Pickle, Gavin James. We've got the Big G, Gary Tollander's in. We've got Gil Lamb. We've got the great Vanzini. Wow, great to see you, brother. And Grumpy Mike. Now, Grumpy Mike couldn't make it on because he's actually at family tonight, but he's still watching. What a dedicated follower. Thanks, man. Really appreciate that. We got Hugh Caldwell. Hey, man. Hurricane Moon, Jake Lee Guitar, Matty C Videos. We got Mayhem. We got Mikey Settlemeyer. We've got Waled. And Waled, we've got some fun coming up for you tonight. Man, we did have some fun coming up for you tonight. I'm gonna have to put the machine back on because I had a video for Waled tonight, and in my rush to sort things out with Ben and with Gary and the other guests later, I have forgotten to transfer one video. We might have to wait until next week, Waled. I'm really sorry about that. I'll see if I can do it within the time of the first video. We'll keep our fingers crossed, but it's going to be tricky, man. We'll see what we can do. We've got Ole Hansen, we've got Phil Squarer, we've got Rax Effects, we've got Richard Brubaker, we've got Sandra. Oh, Nigel's so pleased to see you, Sandra. We've got Tall Thin Kev, we've got Trevor Locke, and we've got William De Silva. That's what my participants list says, but usually it means that I've missed a few. So let's just go and see what you're saying, what you're up. Oh my word, so many. Oh, Hurricane Moon says, I won't catch this live as I'm about to have tea with the missus and kids, but I'll be watching the replay. Oh, thanks, man. Really appreciate that. Hope you can hear me all okay. I'm just going to check my mic level. That does look good. Yep, cool. Okay, let me see. William De Silva saying, morning, Mike. Good morning to you. Budget says, hi. Hey, Mike. Lovely, lovely to see you all in. And as you'll notice here, like with CJ and Great Vanzini saying hello to us, if you put at CGS, like Hugh Caldwell has, I will see that orange CGS come up and I'll know you want to ask me a question. Hey, what's up, Flying Pickle? Mayhem, howdy, how you doing, man? How are you? Dale Palmer, excellent, Dale. Hey CGS and all you good people in the chat. And he's saying hello. Sandra giving me hugs and kisses, which I will return gladly. Aaron, bless you, man. Thanks for coming on earlier to test this all out tonight. Really appreciate it, and it works so well. I'm really happy. Gareth Harrison, hey, says hope you're well. Hey, I've just missed, look at that, he's in. Happy Sunday, Johnny Bean. Good to see you, man. Awesome. Literally just managed to see that there. So yeah, we've got a full-on show tonight, which should be good fun. So as always, if you want to shout out in the chat, just put at CGS in the front end of it, and I will do my best. Let's see if we are up to 50 yet. We're beyond 50 now. That's brilliant, and 31 likes. So right, I think that means that we can probably do our first little bit of movie that I've set for you. Oh my word, just before we do that, let me go back here and find out who that was. Gavin James. Bless you, my friend. Let me give you one of those, along with a big thank you, brother. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Never courted, but always appreciated. And I'll drink a drop to you, my friend. Just so you know, alcohol free, as ever on the live shows. I know I do occasionally have a JD, but there we go. We're going to talk about that later. Thanks again, Gavin. That's really sweet of you. We're going to talk about this later. So I will give you a bit more input on that XMG 12 just later on. Guitar Hacks in. Hey, brother. Great to see you. Okay, so let's dive on over into my first video tonight. And again, I just want to say that any of you can send in pictures of your guitars, videos like Waled did, and I missed it, and I'm going to try and get it and see if I can still do it tonight, because that's the kind of guy I am. But if you send me in pictures of your guitars or videos or anything you've got of interest that you want to share with the community, I will always feature it on the live Sunday show. So the first one we've got today is a video from a few of my friends sending in their guitars. Let's go and have a look. Okay, my buddy Terry Tickler has sent me what he calls a set of 4 Gibson beaters, and they certainly do beat them, and every single one of them is under £600. We're starting off with number 1, which is 1974 Arbiter Les Paul. Now this is a Lawsuit Sunburst guitar, which I have to say looks just like a Les Paul, and you can see why it's a Lawsuit guitar, as the headstock is identical to the Gibson one. What's more, this I think is the only glue-in or set neck guitar of the range, so that also is a very Gibson style thing. Number 2 is a 1971 Angelica Les Paul recording guitar. This has got some unique looking pickups on it that seem to be single coils, but he didn't tell me much about them. The diamond on the headstock is very reminiscent though of the Big G. This one is bolt-on construction though, so not quite a Gibson style neck in that one, but some really nice looking wood grain. Number 3 is a Bernie R56 gold top with upgraded Gibson pickups. I love those cream P90s in this, and it looks really pretty. It's definitely given me some gas. Again, the headstock seems to infringe the Gibson trademark to my eyes, but of course it's got the Bernie logo on the front, so less of a worry for you than a Gibson. And then finally, number 4 is his 1972 Antoria Les Paul Custom 3 pickup model. Other than the bolt-on neck, this one looks the closest copy to me, as I think they not only got the headstock design, but also the body shape and controls all in the right place. I'm not a big fan of 3 humbuckers, as it always looks a bit crowded to me, but if you're gonna have them, it has to be a Les Paul and it has to be black and gold. As I said, these all cost around the same price as a Chibson after import and all of the upgrades, but end up 100% better. My buddy Trevor has sent me pictures of his Chibson, and he's got a Supreme copy, as you can see here, and it does remind me very much of my purple Les Paul Chibson Mitzi, and of course it's very similar in colour and also the layout. I like the fact he's got the white snake cushion here. You've got a few pictures of the pickups and the way that the body's cut. There are some issues on this, some minor dents and flaws and whatnot. Jack sockets in a bit of a state as well. And he says that it doesn't actually play at all. He actually says it looks okay from a distance, but actually when you get close up, it's really pretty bad. And it'll only ever be on the wall, mainly as he prefers double cut guitars, but he does like the look of Les Pauls. The truss rod cover is appalling on this, as you can see, and there are plenty of things that are wrong with it. Here we go, we've got a picture of it hanging on the wall with the rest of his collection there, and like the Satriani picture as well. So yeah, thanks very much for sending this to me, Trevor. Next up, we've got my buddy Trevor's Jimi Hendrix tribute model. Now obviously Jimmy never played a guitar that looked like this, but I think this is absolutely beautiful. I love, of course, my favourite colour being purple. I love the white and purple motif, and I love all of the paintwork around and over this guitar. It has got a custom shop Fender neck on it, locking tuners. It has got the usual 5-way switch, 3 controls and everything, and also this guitar has got a picture of Jimmy on the back, and again that scratch plate, beautiful purple tortoiseshell scratch plate, is reused for the back of the guitar and the spring cover. I think this looks absolutely beautiful, and I'm pretty sure that most of you will like the look of it too. My buddy Gareth just picked this up for £120 off a Facebook marketplace. It's a Diamond M65C guitar that looks like a Les Paul that's put a few pounds on. But I think it's a really nice take on the shape, and also love the orange to red burst, and definitely think the wider spacing on the controls would make them much easier to reach and use. I also love the stop tail design on the jaunty angle, it looks really cool. It is however a bolt-on construction, so it really is very different to a Les Paul. This is my buddy Stu's collection of effects pedals, except for a couple that he can't get his hands on at the moment. His newest is the Big Muff PI bass pedal in the green box, and he says that's lots of fun. He loves playing with studio effects, and he's only scratched the surface with his Katana 100 Mark II Tone Studio. The Trio Band Creator Looper effects pedal is a Desert Island box, and you can do so much with it, he says. He says that Josh at JHS Pedals is to blame for his love of Behringer pedals. He says there's such good clones of Boss and other pedals at very affordable prices new, and doesn't understand why people would pay the silly money that they seem to be going for second hand when you can buy them new from places like Amazon, Bax Music, Thomann, Gear for Music, GAC, and lots of other places as well. This week he watched Film at Night's show, and there was a mention of Behringer pedals on that, and then they'd all sold out by the time that Phil tried to buy them after the show, from people buying them during the show, which I find really funny. He's also dug out his P-Bass this morning for the first time in months to play with his big bass muff pedal and Orange Crush 50 bass amp. Amazingly, it was still perfectly in tune, but he's finding it a bit tiring to play after using his fretless McCartney for the last few months. So there we are. Hopefully you saw, if you're in, you saw your own guitars there, and hopefully you liked seeing that little that little set of stuff we got on tonight. Let's see what you've been saying about it. Let's go over to the chat cam. There we are. We've got Great Vanzini saying the Diamonds were good little players. Thomas Hijack said, hey, by the way, Thomas says these guitars are great. Definitely worth hitting the button. And I loved, what did you guys think of that Hendrix tribute Strat? Just looked beautiful, didn't it? Absolutely glorious. Right, what I want to do very quickly, while you talk about those guitars amongst yourselves, I am just gonna dive on in and I'm gonna add Walid's video just because I can and I should. You might hear a little bit of it coming in as I'm quickly popping it into this. Okay, please talk amongst yourselves. Okay guys, let's add a media source and we will add Walid. There we go. Okay, and then we want to go to audio properties and make sure that's it. There we go. Now I'll pop back to chat cam, and nobody knew that there was any problem there, did they? Walid, you're going to get featured tonight, brother, as I promised you. And I'm really sorry that I had to quickly do that, guys, because I don't want to let my buddies down. So let's have a quick look and see over on the chat cam what you're saying about that collection of guitars. William De Silva says, oh, I've just missed that. There we go. I need one of those FS3s. Yeah, excellent. Rax Effect says he has the box. Quentin wants an, Quentin. Hey man, cheers brother. It's not water, it's alcohol-free beer tonight, but cheers to you, mate. Always reminds me to drink, does our Quentin. Awesome stuff. Ben Coombs says very cool stuff. Trevor Locke says, yeah, saw mine. There you go, brother. Awesome. See, I tell you, if you guys want to send me pictures of your collection in to share with everybody else, or if you want to tell me about an event, like I know Ben will later, because he's got a very special guest coming on to his show later on that I'm really excited about. No, it's not me. But yeah, Ben will be on later to tell you about that. But if you want to send anything into the show, please do. Okay, Brad Miller, yay, brother. He says, cool stuff. Good to see your CGS doing video editing while watching. There you go. See, I can manage anything really. Walid is happy. That's cool, brother. I'm so sorry that I missed that. Ben says that is water, CGS. Absolutely. Quentin says, Henning is sending me a package. Should I be worried? Be afraid. Be very afraid, Quentin. Oh, that'd be fun. Let me know what it is when you get it. That's cool. Gareth says, thanks for the shout out. Brother, thank you so much for your support and also for sending in pictures. I did promise you guys that I would do it. Absolutely. Orbis Band said, CGS, his guest, like you, has excellent hairline. Well, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Oh, MTL, bless you, man. Excellent stuff. You sent me some pictures via Instagram of the Court 7-string multi-scale guitar I bought from our buddy Jack the Rabbit a few weeks ago. Oh, brother, if I saw that and replied, I forgot. So I'm going to make myself, I'm going to make myself a note right now. See, look, this is my crib sheet, guys. This is what I have on the floor in front of me, so I know what I'm doing tonight. There we are. And I'm going to write it on the bottom, Music Therapy Lads, MTL Instagram, you said? Instagram. Okay, yeah, I'm not brilliant at Instagram, I'm afraid, guys. I'm I wasn't even going to go on Instagram, but I decided that for GitCon back in 2018, GitCon 2, that I would set up an Instagram account. I think I've only still got about 592 followers on there. So, you know, I'm not great at that. So I apologize, MTL, and I will make sure to make that up to you. And in the meantime, let me give you one of those, brother. Thank you so much. Oh my word. And then they're all at it. Look at that. Bless you. Thank you, Grumpy Mike. That is so kind of you. I will. Oh, there we go. Pete Brown saying great stuff this week. Thank you very much. And let me pop that in there. And a big thank you to Grumpy Mike. Cheers, man. Thank you so much for the tip jar, or maybe a beer. You choose, and why not? Bless you, brother. Always appreciated. Never courted, but very, very much appreciated. Thank you, both of you, for that. And already getting the gas. Already getting the gas, guys. What's this all about? Mark Dalton says, where's my beer, Mike? Well, look, funny enough, I did bring you one. See, there's that one for you. So if you want to come and, can you take that? There you go. You got it? Good. Excellent. Right. Okay. Now we can both share a beer. Cheers. I do like this alcohol-free Heineken, but it does give me gas. There we go. So Mark's got his beer. Oh, Aaron. Bless you, man. That is so kind. Thank you very much, brother. And let me give you one of those as well. He says, Operation Good Deeds for Good People. So that means you. All my love. Well, all my love right back at you, brother. Right back at you. Oh, we got a few be right backs. I wonder what's going on there. So, yeah, I would like to dive in. Actually, I would like to dive in right now and do the video that Waled sent me. Now, a lot of you would have seen Waled in the comment section, but maybe some of you don't realize that he's got his own channel, and he's got a little bit of a fun trailer to give you a little bit of an introduction to him that he sent me. And I'm so pleased that I managed to get it on the computer, because man, that takes some doing, I tell you. Let me see, there's another quick question, then we'll go into Waled's video. So CJ says, mods, can I send a reverb link in chat of a guitar for you to see and get a quick piece of advice on it? I'd like to buy it, but not heard of this brand before. Sure, man, put the link in, and Ben will very kindly sort that out for you, so that it can be seen. Oh my word, good Lord. Thank you so much, Trevor. That is too kind, brother. He says, thank you for all your hard work and having an excellent channel. Well, brother, that is so kind. And let me give you one of those as well, because it is very, very much appreciated. As I said, never caught this, but it's appreciated. And thank you especially for sending me in those wonderful pictures this week. I thoroughly enjoyed doing that for you, man. Real cool stuff. So thank you very much. Waled's sending me loads of love. And my goodness, the budget guitar show. You're all at it now, my word. Let me give you one of these, my friend. Thank you. He says, have a good drink up, mate. Thanks for all your help. Listen, man, it's an absolute honor and a pleasure. And while I've got you there, I'm just going to go to the main cam. And I hope I'm okay to let people know that I have, and I've said I will, and I'm really looking forward to going on to the Budget Guitar Show's channel and doing a video with him. So that coming up really soon. If you want to check back a couple of weeks ago, I think it was, I featured the Budget Guitar Show. Go and check him out. By all means, pop your links to your channel in the chat as well. That's what it's all about here. It's all about you. It's all about community. And I love when you guys share this stuff. So go and support my brother over there at the Budget Guitar channel. Okay, right. Oh, ciao. Hey, Nicola. Great to see you, brother. Really good to see you. Okie dokie. Right, we're going to dive in, and we are going to see a video from my brother Walid. I love this guy. Subscribe. Okay, there it is. I did promise you, Walid. I promised you I'd do it, man. And that's just a little taste of all the incredible playing that this guy can do. He's got a fabulous channel, so please have a look at his channel. And also, I'm loving your current videos, Walid, where he brings his mum in to do reactions to songs. It's great. Really, really, really nice channel. Really enjoy that. So, cool stuff, brother. Real cool stuff. Right, let me go back over to the chat cam. Look at that. That was awesome, William De Silva says. There we go. He said, well, he didn't know there were so many metal genres. Yeah, absolutely. There you go. Bouncing Betty's in. Hey, and so's Craig. Craig Pass with the Parsec guitar. Awesome, guys. Absolutely lovely to see you boys. Oh, bless you. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate that, Thomas. And let me give you one of those and say thank you. As I read out, you say, want to do my part to keep the super chats rolling in. Great channel, Mike. I'm glad to chip in to support all your time and hard work. Well, brother, that kind of thing really makes me, it inspires me. And I love the fact that you guys enjoy what I do. I always appreciate these super chats, but they're never courted, and I do fully appreciate it when you like what I'm doing that much. So thank you, bless you, bless you. Right, we've got Nicholas Colding has got a Pay attention to the great Thomann offer on the famous FD14M VS Legacy series. Solid mahogany top, savings about 50%. I got it last week and love it. Wow, thanks for the heads up there, man. That is absolutely awesome. Really, really cool. Okay, well that is good advice there. So I know there's been some issues with Thomann of late, and that we have had some increases in the cost of shipping, and that has been a real problem. But I think they're squaring it off. What I think is happening is that Thomann have just dropped the 20% VAT for the UK, and then it's being added back on in the UK. And then the biggest problem is it looks like DHL and the likes are just literally having a little bit of a pick at it and putting their additional charges on. I know there will be a little bit of additional admin, but I don't think it's as much as people are being charged. So I really hope they stop doing that soon, or at least that Thomann go over to somebody that will do that without those mega charges. I just saw out the corner of my eye as that went up. Thank you so much, Scott Guitars. Brother, you are a good man. He says, Mike, I got your email earlier. You're a good man. Have a drink on me. Well, brother, I literally just, let me first of all give you one of those. And while that's running, I will open my second, there we go. I'll open my second beer and have a drink with you, brother. Thank you so much. I must tell the good people out there about Dan's kindness. You'll all be aware that I absolutely adore the Tele guitar that Dan built and sent me. And he has offered me just the most incredible deal on it, because obviously I've been showing it in a lot of videos and the like, but also because he's such a kind guy. And at the moment I have made a decision that as much as I love that guitar, and I really do love that guitar, I've got, with the situation as it is at the moment with work and COVID and lockdown and all that good stuff, I am not in a position to be able to, and the other thing was, I wasn't going to accept the really kind price he offered me, because it was almost what it would have cost him to build the guitar. So brother, I really appreciate that, and thank you so much. And if you're happy with me doing it, I'll do lots more videos including your guitar or any other guitars that you want to send, and we'll make that happen. So check out Scott Guitars, and yeah, give him some love. He's a good man. Awesome. Thanks, brother. Really bless you. Just gonna dive down and see. Walid, everyone, everywhere on here. Thank you. There you go. Excellent. No, it's an absolute pleasure, man. You rock. Great channel, and keep up the real good work. Budget Guitar says, if your Thomann purchase is under 120, there's no extra charges except shipping. Right, there you go. So obviously they are adding the VAT at below 120 quid. Scott Guitar says, all good, Mike, hang on to it for a while. Brother, I will definitely love to do that and to put it in a few more videos. And also, I hope that second part of my email has potential, because I would really dearly love to do something with you longer term. So thanks so much for that. Really do appreciate that. Okay, I know that I have got a few people waiting in the wings. They're not there yet because they're very kindly waiting until I give them the cue to come on. Oh, excuse me. That isn't the cue to come on. I've got one more very short video to do, and before I do that, I just want to check out one other thing, and we will get on and do the guests. I think we'll do the guests towards the end so that they can comment on any of the things that have been on the show tonight, and also so that they can tell us all about what's coming up after my show tonight, because I know that we've got some great stuff coming up from Ben, and he's coming to say hello to us. I've just seen CGS is out the corner of my eye. I've seen the Game Dane, which was Carlson Olsen learning the electric guitar. And he says in Denmark we're charged, let me go over to that, 20 quid plus VAT if we buy something outside the EU. Oh right, have I dropped out of sound? Moderators, can you flag my last comments about drop out of sound? Let me have a look. Okay, my mic looks good. Let me just check. I know we had a little bit of dropout at the start of Waled's video. No, looks like excellent connection there as well. So fingers crossed. I'm just in on the back end, the tail end of something that was happening and now has righted itself. Fingers crossed anyway. If there's any problems, please let me know. Tony Smith says, Mike, have you heard about the good work Brian May is carrying out with his team to improve ventilation in venues to remove COVID? That's another story that I'd like to cover, Tony. So thank you. Oh, thank you so much for that. Yeah, I do seem to be having a flashing of some sort on my Stream Deck, which is unusual, although I did update the companion software today. It might just be that. Right, because I want to leave some space for my guests, I just want to quickly go over and show you this from this week. Oh, hello, there we go. That's better. Oh no, that's Walid. This is the one. Okay, last week, down the bottom here, we've got health passports. We were doing this last week and we ran out of time, and so I put it up as one of my polls this week, and I really enjoyed seeing your answers to these polls. So I was asking about health passports, and so it kind of fits in with Tony Smith's thing with the whole idea of bringing in good ventilation, but also having a health passport. So I asked you on the polls, and 68% of you, well over half of you, said no, I'll stay away from crowds. I think most people at the moment are not keen to get anywhere near crowds of people, and I kind of understand that. The next poll I did was, would you still buy a fake Chibson in 2021 when there's so many cheaper legit alternatives like Larry and Harley Benton? And that's a lovely result. Really nice to see that nearly 80% of you wouldn't. And then finally, I put a poll up about what my video next Friday should be, because I've got a couple that I'm going to make, but I can't make them both in a week because they're both quite demanding, and we literally can't put a fact paper between them. There is, I think at the moment, one more vote for Benton versus Glary. So what I'm looking to do on that is I've got two video choices for you, and somebody asked about this earlier, so let me give you the lowdown on it. I'm going to make both the videos, but they're going to take about 3 days each, so I can't cram them all into 1 week and do them justice. So one of the videos is to compare the Glary telly against the Harley Benton Candy Apple Red telly that I love so much. And the other video is to do a pickup swap on the HB550, because if you remember, I love my Harley Bentons and I really love the pickups in the SC450, but I've never really got on well with the Roswells in the SC550. So I'm going to change them out for the set of Shep tones that my buddy Josh very kindly sent me. So those are the two videos. So if you haven't voted yet, not now, don't go now, please don't go now, stay with us. But after the show tonight, and before you jump on to maybe MTL's, I think Music Therapy Laz is streaming tonight as well. I think he could do with a little plug. So straight after my show, go and check out Music Therapy Laz, he'll be live. But those two videos, go and have a vote on them after this as well, because I'd love to know really which one to put up first, because I've got to start working on that one almost tomorrow. Okay guys, brilliant. One last thing then, let me go to there, and I'm gonna dive in and I'm gonna show you the last video I have for you tonight, which is really great news. I can't wait. Here we go. So the big story tonight is there is a new Gary Moore album featuring previously unreleased recordings, which will be released this spring. The new album is called How Blue Can You Get and features never before heard Moore penned tracks, as well as some alternate versions of Moore's favourites, and it'll be released in this spring. How Blue Can You Get was compiled from recordings in the Moore family archive and will be released on April the 30th. I've no idea why they don't release it on what would have been his 69th birthday on the 4th of April. I think that would have been a really nice touch, but of course I'm willing to wait the extra few days given that we've already waited over 10 years already. You can check out the album's first single, the Moore penned ballad In My Dreams, in the link in the description below. You will likely be absolutely amazed, as I was hearing it today for the first time, just how close it is to Still Got the Blues, and also my most recent and latest tribute to Gary. It does sound very similar, and I was absolutely gobsmacked. It is a totally beautiful song and it's typical of Gary, so it would be a great introduction for any of you who are not yet familiar with this genius and his work. In addition to In My Dreams, the album features another previously unreleased Moore original, which is called Looking at Your Picture. I can't wait to hear it along with the rest of the album. Gary's been such a huge part of my musical journey, and this unexpected release is a great boon, particularly in these times of lockdown and massive change in the world. A little piece of calming past has come back to buoy us from this master of the blues and so many other genres. Apparently the new album How Blue Can You Get heavily showcases Moore's love for classic blues as well, including his versions of some classic blues standards, including Freddie King's I'm Tore Down, Elmore James' Done Somebody Wrong, a previously unreleased take on Memphis Slim's Stepping Out, and also a version of B.B. King's 1964 hit How Blue Can You Get. The full album track listing is as follows: number 1, I'm Tore Down, number 2, Stepping Out, number 3, In My Dreams, 4, How Blue Can You Get, 5, Looking at Your Picture, 6, Love Can Make a Fool of You, 7, Done Somebody Wrong, and 8 and final track is Living with the Blues. I just can't wait for this to be released, and I will be first in the queue to get a copy of this. I so miss Gary Moore. I really love his guitar playing. He was simply a genius, and I really hope that many of you will enjoy this little bit of news and also get to hear this album when it comes out on the 30th. So yep, that's the good news for this week. I'm really pleased to bring you. Yeah, so there we are. Absolutely love Gary Moore, and it is gonna be so cool to have some new stuff out from him. I'm really looking forward to it, as I am really looking forward to chatting to some people in the and trying it out tonight. And I can see I've got one in already. So guys, those of you that are coming on the chat tonight, please feel free to hit that join button now, and it'll be great to see you, and we will go over there. I'm just going to quickly have a brief look at the comments about Gary Moore. Let's have a look if we've got any comments about Gary Moore. Budget Guitar Show says Gary is one of the greats. Tony says, Mike, would you consider having a guitar made if it's discontinued? I'm thinking of having a Rickenbacker 3001 short scale bass made. Oh, can you hear my guest coughing in the background there? Okay, while it says one of the best, Dave Lewis says, read the new Gary Moore album release. I can't wait. I honestly, really. Oh, hello. I haven't got chat cam on. There we go. Now I've got chat cam on. I don't know what I had on there before, but there we go. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, now we are going to try something. I need to first of all remember to mute my mic, and then I should be able to join over here. So I'm going to mute my mic, and then we're going to bring this in over here. Now let's hope it's going to work this week. Hey guys. So now hopefully everybody can hear me through the chat as well. Now I need to do something because you won't be able to see them yet unless I go here and here. Boom! There we are. I've got guests, and hopefully I can hear them all. Let me say hello to each. Let me say hello to the Big G, Gary.
Hello, hello.
There we go. And hopefully you can all hear that. Let me say hello to the Big B, Mr. Ben Coombs.
No, I'm just messing with you.
I knew it. I was expecting it from you, brother. I really was. And then last of all, let me say hello to the Big A, my brother from another mother, the Aaron from the Orbis Band.
Hey,
you, man.
Good.
Oh, it's so cool to have you guys on. Really, really brilliant. And thanks also for all coming on and checking this out earlier. Please, can somebody just tell me in the comment section, because we've all got our stream turned down. Can you hear us all okay? We can see
Grumpy Mike says he can hear us all.
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay, so this is absolutely marvelous. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to go around to each of my brothers here and just give them a short while just to let us know what they've been up to and what they've got coming up on their channel or with their band, because all of them have got real cool stuff coming up. So I'm going to quickly dive over here, and I'm going to start with the Big G, because we did start with him. So, Gary, tell us, what do you got coming up, man?
Just doing my Sunday night show, 7 o'clock. I'm Bed's opening act every Sunday at 7. Just doing a hangout. You know, I put a link in the chat if anybody wants to jump in and join. And come on, you know, just the regular stuff. Getting the crowd warmed up for old Ben.
You are a good man, and I have to say, Gary, I loved coming on your show. I just thoroughly had the best time ever. It was a great experience. So thank you.
Love having you, man. We're gonna do it again soon.
Definitely. I'm definitely up for it if you are, brother. Definitely.
For sure.
I can see on the screen it's saying, "Are you talking? Your mic is off. Click the mic to turn it on." But excuse me. That's because I'm in here twice. Once to show it on the screen, and once for my own entry, if you like. So yeah, that's really cool. Excellent stuff. So everybody, check out the Big G, Gary Tollander. Am I saying that right? Is it Tollander or
Tholander? Yeah.
Tollander. I'll try to get it right in future.
That's all right.
Awesome, man. And thank you so much for being a guest tonight. Let me
Thanks for having me on.
And give Ben a moment to tell you about who he's got on his live stream tonight, because I am so excited. Yes, you, brother. Yes, you.
Well, I have a friend of all of us here, one of my favorites in the world of YouTubes and just people in general. I have Uncle Steve from Boston coming on tonight. We've done half a dozen shows together. It's always fun. It's always entertaining, and I always learn something. So definitely looking forward to that. I'll put a link to that in the chat. And also, you know, I like to do good, Mike. And I have to say, I felt bad as a Canadian. One of your viewers, I haven't seen him in here today, but the Moose is Loose from Saskatchewan. That's how you say it, Saskatchewan. Believe it or not, it's just like it's spelled. You just sound it out, Saskatchewan. So
I can't say it, man. I can't, honestly. Saskatchewan, is that right?
Perfect.
Okay,
perfect.
Okay, I'll go with that. I think I normally say Sasquatchan or something like that. It looks like it on the screen. Saskatchewan. I'll still forget. I know it.
That's okay. As a Canadian, I chuckle. We're like, bless his heart, he tries.
I will try. I always try. Yeah, definitely. Oh, Ben.
And one other thing is, Grumpy Mike needs to check his email. I sent Grumpy Mike an email. Please check your email and get back to me, my friend.
Okay.
Over to you, Mike.
Now, I have to say, Ben is an absolutely amazing moderator on this channel. Along with Ban Mozzie, he's here every week. And I just want to, while I've got the opportunity in front of everybody, Ben, just to say what a terrific job you do and how much I appreciate it, brother. Thank you so, so much.
My complete pleasure, my brother. There we go. Use the words.
Good job, Ben. Good job.
Make sure you go and see Ben's stream tonight. Jump onto Big G's stream first. In fact, after this, dive onto Music Therapy Laz, or see the end of Pete Thorne and then dive onto Music Therapy Laz. Then go and see the Big G. Then dive into Ben's. What an evening of entertainment.
Oh, it's great. I love Sundays. You get up, Great Vanzini is sometimes live in the morning for me. I'll catch a bit of that. Then, get cleaned up, and then boom, China Mike's on, and then Pete Thorne and Laz and Gary, and then me for some reason. Kind of goes downhill from there.
And you're always the headline, Ben. There you go.
That just means I play to the bar staff.
He's a superstar, man.
Oh, love it. And of course, the one and only Mr. Orbus Band. Tell the lovely people, look, oh, bless you. I love you too, brother.
Up, people.
So sweet. Tell everybody what's coming up with the Orbus Band and what you guys have got coming up. It's really cool.
Well, since we can't tour and we can't play shows, we had an EP come out last year that you featured. Thanks for that. And we have enough material to do another one, and we've been working on tracking that live off the floor, but we've kind of decided, well, until we have some semblance of playing this stuff live, maybe we should add to the repertoire. So we launched the Elvis podcast just on Friday, which you can find right there and the Elvis Band YouTube channel. And then I'm also going to add a segment once a week, DIY tour stories, because I spent many years touring the United States. So I have some stories that can't be told, but some that can. So,
and some will be heavily filtered.
Yeah.
And I thank you all for being so controlled and polite on the channel tonight, because you guys know what the channel's like here, and I do appreciate that. That's
we saved that for my channel, Mike.
In mine.
Yeah.
I have a tendency to go off the rails occasionally.
I'm lucky to start on the rails.
Yeah, right.
Guys, make sure, please make sure to check out the Big G, Gary Tholander. Did I say that right this time? No, I didn't.
Yeah. Close enough.
The wonderful brother from another mother, Canuck Ben Coons, and of course Aaron and the amazing Orbus Band. That is a beauty of a guitar, brother.
That is nice.
It's a Chapman.
Yep.
Wow.
You've played this. This was one of the ones you picked in the 1 minute challenge.
Was it?
Yep. In Toman.
Man. Whoa.
But a cool little story that nobody knows about. If you've ever seen the Rob Scallon video where he goes to his local guitar center where he grew up and everything, he's playing his signature guitar, and Mary Spender is playing one of these. It's this one.
Wow.
The funny thing is
that one,
because so Arlington is like 2 stores away from me, and I was working at Guitar Center at the time, and there was none in our district. And then I came home and I saw that video and I went, what the? So I immediately called my manager and I said, hey, call Arlington and see if they've got that guitar. And they were like, yeah, it's the only one we've ever gotten in. And I was like, send it to Joliet, I'll take it. So
wow.
Nice.
Good on you, brother.
Nice. Score.
A nice looking guitar.
Didn't hurt. The employee discount didn't hurt.
Nice. Yes. Well, unfortunately, I have to dip out, mate. I have to dip out.
We all have to dip out, mate, because literally, I'm just going to thank you all for coming on, because
thank you so much.
I promised everybody that I wouldn't go beyond an hour, and we're now at 24 minutes past, so I've only got 6 minutes to wash up, and you know how long it takes me to wash up.
Yeah, well, extra time if we've been at the Hilton.
Yeah.
Good point.
Okay, guys. So everybody check out Gary, Ben, and Aaron and the Orbis band because they rock. They are so cool. And I really appreciate you coming on, guys. Thank you so much. And
Thank you, brother.
Okie dokie.
You rock, man.
See you later. I'm going to edit out now and I'll catch you later.
Mustn't forget to do that. I have to remember to turn my mic back on. So I really hope you guys enjoyed that. And it does look now like we are going to be able to do proper guest segments. So if you guys have got anything you would like to come on, give a shout out about, let everybody else in this community know about, you're very welcome to come on and to appear live like my three good friends there, which is really awesome. So I've had a lot of fun tonight. As always, I've always enjoyed your chat as well, which I am now going to pop back over and have one last little look at before we call it a day. Let's see, have I got any at CGS's? Music Therapy Laz says, just say like a question, Sasquatch, you on? Sasquatch, you on? Right, Sasquatch, you on? Oh man, I tell you, it still sounds wrong, brother. Still sounds wrong. Sound was difficult, was it? Sound was in the bottom of a bath here in Kent. Good to see the Big G without a vest on and cap. Great to see Ben without smoking his truck. Well, there you go. I'm glad that you enjoyed that tonight. And Grumpy Mike says, you got it, brother. Looks like he got your message, Ben. That's really cool. Music Therapy Laz says, great show. And as always, I think that means thank you so much. Great seeing all of them, says Craig Pass. Music Therapy Laz says, you're back. Pete Brown, great show, my brother. Orbis, a big thank you. Suggest a big thank you to you, brother. I really love having you on. And come back again. Let us know. Let me have the first play, if you will, of your new EP as well. Or at least let me promote it on the channel on a Sunday. Bless you all. Dale Palmer saying, great stream. Nicholas Colding says, this was fun. Dale Palmer, thumbs up. Yeah, teammate, Martsy Nightcat. I always get that wrong as well. I'm sorry, man. It's got a smile. Pete Brown, CGS, great show, my brother. Terry Tickler, look forward to the replay. You were in it tonight, brother. Your guitar collection, and thank you so much for sending that in. And thank you to Big G. Grumpy Mike, congrats getting the tech issues worked out. I know, and you've got to come back on. Let's do next week, Grumpy Mike, because I really would love to have you on. So that would be really cool. Great Vanzini, that was very nice. Grandpa Joe, have a safe week. Crocs saying RIP. Okay, right, fair enough. I hope nobody you know has passed. Craig Philbrook says, great show. Trevor Locke, nice to put faces to the names. It absolutely is. I really hope you've enjoyed this tonight, folks. I've absolutely loved it, as always. A big thank you to Gareth, Trevor and Stu for sending in their pictures of guitars. If you want to be featured, as always, just email me, China Guitar Skeptic, still I'm afraid, at gmail.com. So looking forward to the Gary Moore album. Big thank you to everybody that's voted in the polls this week. Really pleased to see the results of that, especially the Chibson one. Don't forget to vote in the one about comparing the guitars or the pickup swap. That's absolutely awesome. And a big thank you to my guests tonight. And of course, a big thank you to Walid, who gave us such an entertaining little bit in the middle there. I really hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. And I'm going to get out of here on the hour. So, as always, my good friends, you take good care.